Guys, time for a Tech News Day.
Yeah, this episode is sponsored by Stitch Fix. They're an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, your budget, and your lifestyle. We'll tell you more about them later, but first, the news.
Now, if you told us just a few months ago that one of our biggest recurring characters on this channel was gonna be Soulja Boy, the rapper primarily known for that 2007 song Crank That, we'd have laughed in your face and told you to get the hell off of our property. But alas, at 28 years old, Soulja Boy seems to have left hip-hop behind to pursue his ultimate calling as a tech mogul. And you know what? We're here for it.
I am so here for it.
Yeah, someone needs to take over after, what's his name from the Black Eyed Peas?
Will.i.am?
Will.i.am, yeah. Carry the torch.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say like Steve Jobs, but no, that's a more fitting...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, if you've somehow managed to stay out of the loop on Soulja Boy's new career, the new chapter in the Soulja life, that's okay. It's all happened remarkably fast. The man is prolific. Just last month, Soulja Boy started promoting his line of various tech products, which included headphones, a tablet, a phone, smartwatch, some wireless earbuds, and multiple video game consoles. The man is prolific. He's making up for lost time. He's a true visionary. After the initial confusion from the general public over just what the hell was going on here, though, it became pretty clear that all the products Soulja Boy was selling on his website were actually just rebranded knockoff gadgets purchased off the Chinese website AliExpress and then resold for a profit.
Now I contest that because, Elliot, they're not even rebranded.
That's true.
They're rebranded in the sense that he put them on his website, but has done nothing to the visual aspect of any of these items.
Yeah, that's true.
So, hey, I mean, this is kind of clever on Soulja Boy's part. If you really don't give a shit and just want to hustle, that's fine, and he's doing a great job. And you know what? All of this press, I'll say it, has actually put him back on the radar in the music scene as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he just did an ad with KFC today on Twitter. It had it going there. He's getting calls from all over the place. He's appearing on shows, and he almost died in a car accident on the PCH. Great marketing. So he's out there now. He's back out there, and it's all because of these products. Now, this thing, like we said, it's clever on Soulja Boy's part. You actually see this kind of scam on Kickstarter quite often, where someone's hot new product is actually just something they're importing from China for dirt cheap and then reselling as if it was their own invention.
He's not even really doing that though. Again, it's just like...
No, he's just like, hey, here's my console. Here's my headphones. Here's my watch.
He's not claiming to have reinvented the wheel.
No.
He's not really claiming anything. He's just like, here's a bunch of shit.
He's providing products that he likes.
Yeah.
These are products that he is into, but that he wants his fans to have at a reasonable price. And the only way to do that is by sourcing it in China.
I wonder if he's on like the Chinese government's payroll or something.
I don't think it goes as deep as that.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Anyways, the crown jewels of Soulja Boy's product line were definitely the multiple game consoles that he released. The Soulja Game console, the Soulja Game handheld, the retro Soulja Boy Mini, and the Soulja Game Fuse. All four consoles, in addition to looking exactly like existing well-known game consoles, featured hundreds of well-known retro games for prices not that much higher than Nintendo and Sony's own retro consoles, which each featured just a few dozen games.
Yeah. So how had Soulja Boy managed to secure the licenses for all these hundreds of games? He had not.
No.
There was, at the time he claimed he had.
Yeah.
He used some very colorful language to defend himself on Twitter at the time. But really, it was clear as day, though, to everyone that Soulja Boy was selling imported Chinese emulator consoles full of unlicensed copyrighted content, and it was only a matter of time before one of the rights holders was going to take action. And they did. After just a few weeks, Nintendo's army of lawyers seemed to have sent a very strongly worded cease and desist because overnight, Soulja Boy deleted most of his tweets referencing his game consoles. He stopped selling them on his SouljaWatch.com store page, and now his other website, SouljaGame.com, redirected straight to Nintendo.com.
And he would have gotten away with it too, if not for the fact that he directly called them out on Twitter.
They're not gonna sue me.
Says the man who potentially would have gotten sued. So Soulja Boy was out of the gaming biz just weeks after jumping in. I mean, it's a tough business to break into, and you know, it's rough out there. So you could imagine that this was could be anticipated by anyone. So he was out just weeks after jumping in. Or was he? This week, 2 new products showed up on the SouljaWatch.com catalog: the Soulja Game handheld and the Soulja Game handheld. Neither of which is to be confused with the now discontinued Soulja Game handheld. One of the Soulja Game handhelds, available for $99.99, boasts an HD 480 by 272 screen, a camera, a microphone, and a video output. It doesn't say anything about included games, but the other Soulja Game handheld, which features almost no specs at all, does say it comes with 100 built-in games, though it doesn't specify which ones. And that one, it only costs $28.68.
Wow.
Now, if he was smart, he would just go directly to the Internet Archive and find all of the games that are on the list of public domain.
Yeah,
and
there's
just
a lot of them.
Load those on there. You could be playing probably Oregon Trail or something like that with this Soulja Game console. But that's probably not what's happening.
No, I don't think you can sell them. You can just provide them. But I don't know.
He's selling the console. The games just happen to be on there.
Whoops. So yeah, anyway, it should be clear from these images that what Soulja Boy is now selling here is knockoffs of the PSP and PlayStation Vita, both Sony handheld consoles.
Now, when you talked about him not putting, the labeling on these actual things, have you looked at the PSP and the labeling that's on it? It's the PVV.
Well, one of them's the PVP, and the other one is called like the MP5 or something.
Yeah.
We're left to assume here that while Nintendo was threatening to sue Soulja Boy to death, he, I guess, hasn't heard from Sony's lawyers yet, so game on.
No.
And again, both of these products, very easy to find on AliExpress for much cheaper. That $100 Soulja Game handheld can be found for as low as $24, while the other Soulja Game handheld that he's selling for $28.68, that can be bought for less than $10.
What if he's selling these to pay off the potential lawsuit against Nintendo, and then it's just this like vicious cycle where he's just selling other products to pay for the lawsuits prior?
That's the thing, because if you go on AliExpress, you will see that he can, for the foreseeable future, get cease and desist orders and then just switch to yet another product that's available in China and do this for years.
That's great.
No end in sight for Soulja.
I think he's doing better than Will.i.am because, like Will.i.am, there's a lot more added pressure on the fact that you need to develop and release an actual innovative product.
Skip it.
Skip all that bullshit.
Go to the land of innovation, China.
Yeah.
So that first Soulja Game handheld, such a hot ticket item that it's already sold out. So apparently someone's buying this bullshit. Good for you, Soulja Boy.
I don't know. I think it's false exclusivity. He's gonna be like, hey, we're opening the store back up for 1 hour.
We got another drop coming.
Yeah. Anyways, in addition to Soulja Boy's line of gaming products, which is already in its 7th gen after just 6 weeks, he's innovating faster than the big companies can keep up.
Wow.
Yeah. The Soulja Watch store now also features a Soulja drone, Soulja board hoverboard, multiple Soulja game controllers, multiple Soulja phones, multiple Soulja watches, a Soulja wired gaming mouse, Soulja gaming headphones, and a fucking robot, the Soulja bot.
Wow.
What does the robot do? Is it just like
Probably
one of those little
not
ones
much.
that rolls around?
Yeah, I think it's like one of those toy robots you buy at like fucking Toys R Us.
Okay.
But this is no ordinary robot. This is the Soulja bot.
Yeah. Aside from his robust product line, Soulja Boy expressed some strong interest last month in assembling his own esports team. So that's apparently still happening.
Yeah.
It's looking like 2019 will be the year of Soulja Boy. And you know what? That's fine. We look forward to documenting the whole year.
Yeah, he's gonna Superman this year.
Like I said, he, regardless of what you think about his products, has received a ridiculous amount of press out of all of this. And people are actually contacting Soulja Boy for appearances, conversations, and apparently advertisements.
Yeah.
So even if this was all just like, we didn't actually sell anything and just created a bunch of hype over some Chinese knockoffs of game products, he parlayed that into a paying gig.
Yeah.
At the very least.
It's brilliant.
Yes.
In a very unorthodox, very 2019 way.
Yeah, I mean, hey, good for him. Good for him.
Moving on, one of the most divisive tech trends of the last year or so has been on-demand electric scooters. People who don't have cars, who use them to get places quicker than on foot, they love them, but pretty much everyone else hates them with a passion, including a lot of city governments. Companies like Bird and Lime took the same strategy as early Uber, where they're just sort of relying on the fact that there's not a specific law banning what we're doing. So that justifies just dumping thousands of these goddamn scooters onto the streets of various major cities. In some cities, specifically San Francisco, the local authorities, they were so pissed off about how that went down that they essentially banned both Bird and Lime, which resulted in hundreds of scooters unclaimed ending up in impound lots.
So because of the way impounds work, the scooters soon racked up impound fees far surpassing the actual wholesale cost of the scooters, meaning it's very unlikely that Bird or Lime will ever be coming for them, ever. And here's the thing, like these scooters, buying it yourself in retail, $400 or so, maybe a little bit more. I think Lime has a bigger battery or something. Like, anyways, buying them in bulk, potentially from the Soulja website from China, you're gonna get it a lot cheaper. So people using one scooter that you bought for maybe 2-3 days straight, random people using it, you've paid it off. This is nothing to them. They're just like, yeah, keep the fucking scooters.
Yeah.
Anyways, impounds, they also routinely auction off unclaimed property. Bird and Lime aren't interested in bidding on their old scooters and paying more for them than they originally cost to ship over from China, but maybe you do. Of course, why would you though? These scooters are built for rental and completely unusable, but not so fast. Not only are these scooters full of valuable electronic components for you to flip, but it's also apparently really easy to swap out some parts and turn them into a normal electric scooter that you don't need to feed money into to use. Or just go on AliExpress and buy one for $300 if you really want to get one. That's all I'm saying.
Apparently these impounds, you can get them for like
$50?
Like, yeah, or less. You can buy them in bulk. And best of all, it's completely legal to do that. You buy it from the impound lot, it's yours now. Bird and Lime, they know that the scooters are impounded, and by choosing to not pay the fee and pick them up, they are waiving their legal right to them as property after a certain amount of time. So all you gotta do is go to an impound auction, buy one of these scooters for dirt cheap, buy a $30 conversion kit from China, and swap out the motherboard. Boom, brand new scooter. Now, this information's been circulating on various message boards for months now, but last month, a writer for the website Boing Boing published a brief article about it. And then promptly receives a strongly worded legal threat from Bird.
So Bird's letter accused Boing Boing of violating Bird's intellectual property by promoting the sale of an illegal product designed solely to circumvent Bird's copyright protections. Now, we're not lawyers, nor do we know a lot about copyright law aside from the fact that it's very easy to abuse. But Boing Boing decided to get a second opinion on this before simply nuking the article. So they called up the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the world's most prominent digital rights nonprofit. And this week, the EFF's lawyers sent Bird's lawyers their response, basically telling them to fuck off.
Yeah, so the EFF argues correctly that a news website reporting on something is not a crime. No shit. But also, they argue that converting a legally purchased Bird scooter into a personal scooter in this specific way is also perfectly legal.
Yeah.
If it involved tampering with the Bird's onboard proprietary computer code, it might be legally problematic, but in this case, by removing the old motherboard entirely and just replacing it, there's no copyright violation. So that's good to know. And what's hilarious is that by making these legal threats instead of just ignoring this one random Boing Boing article, Bird has inadvertently drawn more attention to the fact that this is even a thing people can do, and that it's almost certainly perfectly legal to do so. So great job, Bird.
Yeah.
And I'll see you down at the impound lot for our free scooters.
They just got the scooters in this area, and from time to time I have used one to get from a very short distance away, and it is convenient. Two things though. One, the where they set the governor, which is the thing that regulates speed, is just slow enough to not make it fun.
Yeah. You're moving at it's 20 miles an hour?
No, it's 15 miles an hour. If it was 20, that'd be a little bit more fun.
15 miles an hour is like a light jog.
Yeah. It's not a light jog, but sure. And the other thing is like, you can feel people's hatred of you.
Oh, yeah.
When they drive by. You can just feel it.
Well, I mean, you're lucky you're doing it around here. For reference, we're in the valley. These things have just arrived. These things,
we have bike lanes.
They move like a virus.
Yeah.
I live on the east side of LA. It took like 6-7 months to get there. But if you go to like Santa Monica, you ride one of those things, there's a decent chance someone's gonna throw their trash out of their car window at you.
They're very
swerve to scare you. They fucking hate them.
Yeah.
So use them while people still tolerate you.
Yeah.
And then get the hell off the scooter.
Anyways, now it's time for a quick word from this week's sponsor, Stitch Fix. They're an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, your budget, and your lifestyle. All you gotta do is go to stitchfix.com/newsday and tell them your sizes, what styles you like, and how much you wanna spend on each item. You'll then be paired with your very own personal stylist who will handpick items to send straight to your door.
You get the clothes, you try them on, you choose what you want to keep, and then you send back the rest. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free. There's no subscription required. You can sign up to receive scheduled shipments or get your fix whenever you want. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, and that is applied towards anything that you keep from your shipment. Get started now at stitchfix.com/newsday, and you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all the items in your box. That is stitchfix.com/newsday to get started today. stitchfix.com/newsday. I'm pretty sure I got a fix coming up pretty soon.
I just ordered a fix, and so my biggest problem with shopping for clothes or whatever is trying to make I don't care how I look when I come here or anywhere else, but when I go out with the wife, I want to look nice. And my biggest problem is coming out with a full outfit.
Yeah.
And they had an option this time that was just like, do you want us to ship you a full outfit that all works together? And I was like, yes. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. And maybe I'll wear it when I have my new haircut. Almost 250,000 subs. Anyways, stitchfix.com/newsday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look real good soon.
Anyways, let's get through a couple more tech news stories, starting with some butt news.
Fart noise.
A long time ago, we learned of Ford Motor Company's Robot. That's a robot butt that they use to test out the durability of the seats in their cars. Since then, we've also learned that robot butts are also used by all the major mobile phone companies to test out whether their devices get bent if you sit on them. So there's a whole world of robot butts out there. And this week, Ford showed off their updated robot, which has a brand new feature, sweat.
Why are these scientists and product testers working such late hours? We don't ask them to do this.
Well, someone's got to go in and smell the robot. I volunteer to smell it.
I volunteer. Sit on my face. The Ford Robot now simulates the effect of having a big, sweaty ass on all of Ford's car seats. Specifically, they're simulating what 10 years of butt sweat does to upholstery. To make sure their test is as accurate as possible, the Robot Sweaty Edition is heated up to the temperature of an actual human butt, and then a half liter of water is fed through the fabric. This hot, sweaty robot then sits and squirms in the seat 7,500 times in a row. Unfortunately for all you pervert degenerates out there, the robot doesn't exactly resemble an anatomically correct human butt, nor does it wear jeans like the Samsung butt robot. But, we're sure that you're gonna find some way to get off to this. You know, that many hours of butt sweat, somebody's in heaven.
I will monitor the butt robot. You all go get lunch.
Now they need a farting one, because everyone's farting right down into that car seat.
Yeah. And also, half a liter of water, unless they're using real human sweat, I don't really see what the point is.
So
maybe a little bit of poop on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Some urine. I got some leaky pipes. Can you guys replicate that? You're gonna have to. You gotta cover all your bases, and that means pee-pee and poo-poo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And McDonald's fries.
Yeah, that's like they really they need to simulate like the full extent.
Coffee.
How much of a slob a lot of drivers are.
Yeah. Cigarettes, coffee, fries, ass sweat, farts,
a little bit of poop from that one time you get stuck in traffic.
Yeah. A little bit of jism from some roadhead. But can the seat stand up to a woman forcing her face down onto my crotch multiple times?
I'm gonna have to test it 7,500 times.
I'll stay late.
Anyways, in space news, earlier this month, China, they're in this episode a lot.
Yeah.
China's space program sent an unmanned lander to the far side of the moon.
The Soulja lander.
Yeah. Only cost about 1/10 the price of a NASA lander.
Yeah.
And it plays Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a legit moon lander. They sent it to the moon. It landed there earlier this month. And one of the first things that they wanted that lander to test out is whether or not you can grow plants on the moon. And it turns out, yes. This is kind of nuts. China has grown cotton on the moon. Well, not on the moon, but in a small airtight container filled with soil, air, water, seeds, yeast, and fruit fly eggs that just happens to be on a lander that just happens to be on the moon. So but it grew. So that's fucking crazy.
When does the weed get there?
I know. Hemp's like actually the most useful plant in the world. Like, if you want to colonize Mars, all you need is one plant, baby.
Yeah.
A lot of people use that. I believed that for a long time, and then I went this is like 15 years ago, but I went to like the hemp museum in Amsterdam when I was there. And I was like, oh, but you can do anything with it, but it all fucking sucks. Like hemp clothing, itchy, like everything you make out of hemp is just like a worse version of like the normal kind.
Yeah.
Anyway, they didn't bring any hemp with them.
Not yet, anyway. Not to the Soulja rover launches.
You know Elon's gonna smuggle a few plants to Mars.
And anime.
Yeah, and he's just gonna sit there, he's like,
I got all I need.
It's like Joe Rogan's house forever. But yeah, they grew cotton, that's crazy. It's good news for people planning on getting the hell off this planet as soon as they can. Though, unless you're extremely rich, I wouldn't count on it. What is interesting though is what now needs to be studied about this is why the various other species of seeds in the container did not grow. Why just cotton? Now, cotton was tested because it could be used for fabric material in space, but the other plants that were brought for food, they haven't grown yet, and they might not ever. And that's sort of important for human survival on another planet. But hey, cotton, it's pretty cool. Cotton on the moon.
Fabric of our lives.
Update, the cotton is now dead.
Moving on to news about how Facebook sucks. Researchers at Michigan State University, they recently published a paper arguing that people who use Facebook heavily exhibit some of the same behavior as gambling and drug addicts. Are you surprised by this at all?
No, not at all.
Specifically, to talk about impaired judgment. Using an old psychological test known as the Iowa Gambling Task, researchers found that heavy Facebook users made noticeably worse and more risky decisions than participants who aren't on Facebook all damn day. Oh, I'm gonna have to climb this radio tower to get an awesome selfie. Exactly why this is the case is something that will have to be studied further. But for now, there's some good scientific evidence that Facebook literally makes you dumber.
Again,
just get off.
I love, my favorite studies are the ones that just confirm something I already believed in my heart. And speaking of which, another recent study from the journal Science Advances seems to confirm something else that we all sort of assume. Old people are way more likely to share fake news on Facebook. Yeah, no shit. Also unsurprising, self-described conservatives are more than 4 times as likely to share fake news on Facebook. Now, again, this is something that's going to need to be looked at further to really draw any serious conclusions about like why. But on the bright side, they did find that only 8.5% of all their participants shared any fake news at all. So
it might be a sign of better filtering, might be a sign of people not caring as much or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
either way, it's good.
What this tells me though is like I feel like the 8.5% of people who do share fake news post a lot more.
Yeah. More frequent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have been off Facebook for months now, and I don't know how their algorithm looks or works. So you tell us if you're seeing a bunch of fake news there still or not.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like, I still have an account that I check like once a week for like events and stuff like that. But I've noticed among people I know, without any like real coordination, we've all sort of just stopped. You either deleted it entirely or stopped
using it for its intended purpose.
Yeah, just using it basically for like events and like groups. The groups on Facebook are actually like pretty okay as well.
Nah, I have felt no negative repercussions outside of probably being invited to a party for New Year's that I didn't even know about.
There's some good memes on the Machinima alumni group, which just got a couple more members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, go over to the Patreon if you want to become a supporter of the show, or click join right below the video if you want to stay on YouTube and become a member. And please do check out our videos that we just released. There's one about Trump and him feeding lukewarm hamburgers to athletes.
Cold fries.
Among other things. And then there's also, you got your daily fix of Bezos drama over on Weekly Wave News.
Bozos.
Where we kind of brought back Creepy Text Theater for a brief moment. So enjoy both of those.
And instantly got demonetized for
it. That's true. Enjoy both of those, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.